Good morning, this is Zachary from Zachary Sweeps. Just sweeping this lovely little stove at the moment. It's one of the Yeomans, and yeah, it's really nice. It is. It's sitting in a nice surround. I'm in a lovely farm cottage, as you can imagine. But yeah, basically, it's got a couple of problems with it. The first one is that the fire cement is all crumbled away at the top there, and as you know, as I always say on my videos now, that the reason being is that someone's put it too high in there. As you can see, if you look, just do that, and you can see how high that the previous person has put the fire cement in there. So of course what's happened is the pipe is expanded in the heat, and the collar's expanded in the heat as well, because they will do. And then what it does is it pushes it out, and then basically, and then that's what happens. And on this particular one, it's quite important that it needs it in there. And the reason being is there's quite a bit of a gap in this one, as you can see. So I've got a nice new shiny torch now, but it's a bit brighter. So I went from dull to brightness. So as you can see, look at the gap there. As you can see along there and along there. So basically what I've got to do now is, as I've shown you before in the past, is the best thing to do is to get some fire cement, as I've got just down here. Very, very simple. A little bit on my thumb. And then what we'll do is we'll push it in there. But obviously we won't make the same mistake as the previous person, because I don't want to keep doing it every time I go to sweep the chimney. And you know, people don't seem to suss it out right, a bit more. And plus you don't even have to use much. Push it down, make sure it's just level. It looks so much nicer as well. Just push it down there, push it in. Keep going along. Try not to over spill it, but it's not too bad. You can get black cement. People do point that out to me. Yes, I know. But I tend to get this because it's easier. Because I can get my hardware store for some strange reason. I can order it online if I want to, but it's just as easy just to go in there, pick it up. I like to spray them afterwards anyway. Gives it a nice finish, but straight away, before I even sprayed it, look at the difference. And as you can see, it's flush with it. So of course when the pipe expands now, eventually what I tend to do is I leave the bit that's already in there alone. So I get a bit more fire cement down here. Nice little tub of fire cement. A bit of advertising for this company. It's I think I got it from Wix or B&Q, to be fair, I'm not sure. But it wasn't much. I mean, they made a mistake, I think, the first time I bought it, because it was £5 for that tub. So, and next time I went in there, it was £20. So I think someone made a mistake on the pricing. But I can't imagine inflation. I know that we're at a position at the moment where, for some strange reason, no one helps each other anymore, do they? They all want to rip you off. You know, like take advantage of like people's difficulties. So basically that's what you do, is you go all the way around, like I'm doing right now, right the way around. And just make sure that you do the back, because a lot of people, I don't know why, they tend not to bother doing the back around there. Which is silly really, because you don't want, this guy's used his it has a multi-fuel, so it doesn't feel too bad around the back, to be fair. So make sure he's got his carbon monoxide detector as well. I'll be checking for that in a minute. So yeah, basically that's all you've got to do. It's so simple. Just make sure when you're putting the fire cement on that it's flush with the actual collar. So it's not higher than the collar, it's flush. So when the pipe expands, it can't go anywhere. It won't be able to push it out. Just keep going down and keep pushing, because That's all you got to do. And just make sure you go right the way around. Feel right the way around. Make sure you've got it all the way in, which it feels like I have. Ideally, with stuff like this, it's better to use gasket rope like they've used at the top when it was fitted. And as you can see, the access to get into these to sweep them that's your baffle plate there. And these are great, these Yeomans, because you've got these, if I can find it, you've got these little bars, but pipes, aren't they really? If you look up in, losing everything today. If I lose my head, I'd be like Wurzel Gummidge. I'd lose my head if it wasn't screwed on. And then obviously you got a bit of a clean up in there in a minute, but you can see, can be seen, looking at it, there you go. That see that bar sticking out there. Basically, what you do is you lift these back up into position, and then you put these into that bar on either side, and then there you go. It's sorted it. Problem solved. So basically, what we do now. Get the old, we're using this stuff today, stove and barbecue paint. So I'm just going to put it on pause for a second. Right, basically what I've just done is I've just put one of my front sheets just in front of it, obviously, because you don't want to put any spray on the brick. Get your spray like that. This is a matte black one, so it will be a bit brighter when you first start. Always give it a quick spray, double check, and then you don't have to go too mad with them. I don't know about you, but I love this smell. And then just stick a little bit up there, just to tidy it up a bit. Just these little bits, a little bit of detail. Just finishes off nicely. There you go. That's going to dry, as it says on it, like black matte finish. So it's all nice and shiny at the moment. And then I'm going to bring it back down now, and then that's it. Jobs are good. And you'll see the actual stove when I've cleaned it all out, and because it'll be the photo on the front of this video. So very straightforward these are to do. As I said, if you ever get a bird coming down, remember, just there's your baffle plate. Look up inside, remove them pipes. I always call them pipes, there's probably a name for them, but remove them from either side. You'll be able to see the bar there. Push the baffle plate to one side, it will drop down, and then if you've got a bird in there, it will come out. Hopefully you'll be able to grab it. I always recommend it, because when I do bird rescues and stuff like that, always recommend just have a sheet in front of you, so that if it does try to escape, at least you can grab it with a sheet and you're not going to hurt it at the same time. So as I said, look, that's going to dry a matte finish, so and that'll be fine. That'll be really nice, and yeah, it'll look good. So as I said, you'll see the finishing bit. It's a bit dusty up there. I'm not going to spray that though, but just give that a wipe in a minute. I think the customer's had something sitting on there. It's not melted, but it looks like maybe, oh, I know what it is. It's voila, it's this. See that? I mean, there's the other thing about these as well. I think it's something else. Always have these behind your pipe. Just try it out. You'd be amazed at the difference. But yeah, it could do with a spray up there, but once I spray that bit, then I'll be looking at the rest of it. I mean, I do all refurbs and stuff like that on these. But yeah, there you go. Have a great day from Zachary Sweeps.